guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be putting all of my new E.L.F products to the test, which you guys know I love affordable drugstore makeup products. I did find some new favorites and some not so favorites. And this is pretty much what I came up with. So if you guys want to see how I created this makeup look right here using all of my new E.L.F products, and of course, let's get started. Alright you guys, so I already have my eyes prepped, ready to go. So starting off with the eyeshadow palette, I do have the bite-sized eyeshadow palette in the one called Pumpkin Pie, which just look like this. You guys already know I own two of their other bite-sized shadows and I loved it so much that I had to get another one. It's going to be more like your neutral eyeshadow palette. You do have a light nude, a dark brown, one bronzy shade, and then one looks a little bit like deeper in terms of that bronze compared to the other one. So here is what that palette looked like. I'm just going to use this one palette, keep it really simple because I really want to focus more on the complexion products for today's video. So starting off, I'm just going to go ahead and put that light brown color right here into my crease as my transition color. I told you guys these shadows are really pigmented. They blend out really nicely. They're a really great quality eyeshadow for the price, and it's honestly better than their other eyeshadow palettes that I've tried. Like, you're honestly getting a steal for this palette. So definitely check this palette out. They do have so many other colors. Just decide which color scheme works best for you, but for the price, you cannot beat it at all. I honestly want to get another one, but I'm like, girl, you don't need any more of these eyeshadows at all, but they're so good. You can definitely travel with it. Like, look how pigmented that is. Like, so pretty. And if you guys see me looking over here again, I'm looking at my TV because I have my HDMI set up, so I can't look at my viewfinder. So I can only look at my TV. So if you see me looking over here, that's why. Alright, going into the lid, I'm just going to take this shimmer shade right here and just put it on my lids as my lid color for today's look. I'm just going to apply it dry. Look at that, super pigmented. You do not have to wet your brush at all. Alright, and then for the outer V, I'm just going to take that dark brown color and just put it into my outer V to give it some depth and dimension. Ooh, super pigmented. You guys can see that? Alright, so I'm just going to pump the brakes on the eyes for now, move into the complexion product. So starting off, I'm just going to take my E.L.F Hydrate and Coconut Mist. It's going to be pretty much what I use as my daily mist for my face, for my skincare routine. As you can see, I have demolished like so much of this product. It does says it hydrates skin and refreshes makeup with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. And it's pretty much like a lightweight mist that you can use to pretty much refresh your face or just kind of like put it over your makeup just to kind of give it that nice boost. but I just use it just to kind of like give my skin that nice like prep that it feels kind of like blah. So just gonna take it and spray it over my face. And it does smell like coconut, so if that's gonna bother you, do not get it, because it does smell like coconut, but it doesn't really bother me too much. But I did pick this up at Ulta, I want to say a couple months back, maybe like 2 months ago, and I have pretty much killed this product, so it's really good. So for my face primer, I do have the E.L.F. Hydrating Primer Serum. I showed you guys this product in my Target haul, and I could not wait to give this product a try because I love the Wet n Wild Primer Serum. And when I seen that E.L.F. had this one, I was kind of like, let's just give it a try, see how it's going to work. It does cost $10, so it's a little bit pricey for a face primer, but you do get, I want to say it is 1 ounce in this. You get, yeah, 1.01 fluid ounces in here, so you get quite a bit of product. So let's pop this bad boy open. All right, so let's see. So here is the packaging on it. It's really cute. It does say this product contains snow mushroom and hyaluronic acid to help retain skin moisture, so that's pretty cool. All right, so then here is what the dropper look like. So so cold. All right, let's just see. It's definitely easy to blend out. And it does have like a water type consistency. I don't know if you can see my forehead. It has like a water type consistency, which you guys know. If you watch my Sephora recommendations, I told you guys I love skincare products that have that like water gel-like consistency because it just feels so good against your skin if you have dry skin. So I do like that aspect of it. So again, definitely has that like watery type consistency, easy to blend out. So I'm super excited about this product, like super excited. Like this feels really good. Ignore my concealer. But yeah, this feels really good. Alright, so far I am liking that. I honestly think, first impressions, I think I might like it a little bit more than the Wet n Wild one because it does feel more hydrating. It does feel just a little bit tacky. Like when you touch your skin, it feels a little bit tacky. So maybe that'll help to grip the makeup, but as of right now, I do like that. So I'm just gonna take my E.L.F. color correcting stick, again, kicks and giggles, just because we're doing an E.L.F. video, and just cover up my dark spots. This product is not new in my collection, but I figured I'll just pull this out for the video. Alright, and then of course foundation is nothing new. It's just going to be my E.L.F. Flawless Finish Foundation. I have mine in the color called Cinnamon. It's going to be a satin finish. I'm just going to apply my foundation and my concealer. For the concealer, I do have the E.L.F. Camo Concealer. It's going to be in the color called Deep Chestnut. I told you guys this should be the perfect color for me because I had the wrong color for the longest. I just kept making it work. So I'll apply these two products right quickly, and then we'll move on to the rest of the new Complexion products. Alright, and then for my finishing powder, I do have the E.L.F. Beautifully Bare Sheer Tint Finishing Powder in the color called Dark Deep. Here is what the package looks like. Really cute, like silver packaging. And then here is The inside of it, you do have a nice mirror right here, and then on the bottom you do have that sponge, which I'm not going to use. But here is the color. I told you guys it looks a little bit deep, but I think it should be able to work. So I'm just going to take my brush and just set my face with it. I don't have like a loose setting powder, so I'm just going to use it all over my face to set my face. It's definitely lightweight, that's for sure. Alright, so on the box, it does say this powder creates a fresh, natural glow with this lightweight tinted powder. It is a light coverage, sets makeup, helps mattify skin and minimize the appearance of fine lines. I will say it is a very pretty face powder. It does feel lightweight. It's nothing that's too heavy, and it did kind of like take down a little bit of that hydration that I had earlier from the setting mist and also from the primer and from the concealer. So it did take down a little bit of that shine, but it's nothing that's too like mattifying for my liking. So here is what the skin is looking like. And again, it's nothing that's too dark for my liking, and it's not too matte either. So I could definitely make this powder work for me. So again, here is what the skin is looking like thus far. Alright, so moving on into bronzer. I did pull out my favorite E.L.F. bronzer just in case this other one does not work. But I do have the E.L.F. Primer Infused Bronzer in the color called Constantly Bronze. Love the packaging on it. It's the same packaging as the blush called Always Spicy. I told you guys in that initial video that it looked too orange for my liking. So I did pull out this bronzer just to be on the safe side. So I'm just going to take my brush and just see what happens. Super pigmented though. Oh yeah. Nothing is happening. Yeah, that's gonna be too orange, and nothing is happening either. Alright, so that's going to be a no. It's not deep enough. I was gonna go into my regular E.L.F. bronzer in deep and just bronze up my face. Alright, and then for the blush, I do have the E.L.F. Primer Infused Blush in the color called Always Fiery. I told you guys when I seen this one on the website, I was so excited to get it in my collection because I don't have anything like this in my collection that's just like bright orange color. I love Always Spicy. It's definitely a very beautiful color for like deeper skin tones. And I feel like this one should work if I'm like super light-handed with it. So again, super pigmented, which I'm very happy about. I'm just gonna go like really light with it. Look at that. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. And it's definitely pigmented, that's for sure. So definitely go light-handed with it. That way it's not like overly like bright on your cheeks, but this color is pretty. Maybe it's not ideal for like this makeup look per se, but it's definitely a very, very pretty blush. So let me just blend out this right quickly. And then for the highlighter, I do have the E.L.F. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in the color called Topaz Glow. Again, you have that same matte black packaging. Here is what that looked like. When I initially swatched it in my haul, I told you guys it kind of swatched really like light as far as not being too intense. And it almost looked like a champagne-y kind of color. So let's just see how it's going to apply. Yeah, that's more like on the champagne side. Yeah, that's very champagne and icy looking against my skin complexion. Alright, Alright you guys, so going back into the eyes, I'm just going to take that same color from earlier and just pop it into our inner third, just to give it some brightness. And then for my bottom lash line, I'm just going to take that dark brown and just put it on my bottom lash line. And I'm not going to go too heavy-handed. I don't want it to be like too dark. Just gonna take a little bit of that lighter brown and just add it as well. That dark brown is almost like a cool tone brown, so just wanna get some warmth back. All right, and then for the lips, I do have two products from E.L.F. The other product is going to be like a cheap product because I don't have any E.L.F. lip liners in my collection, surprisingly. So I'm just going to line my lips using the NYX Lip Liner in the color called Espresso. And I'm going to take the E.L.F. SRSLY Satin Lipstick in the color called Cream. I told you guys I thought the color was really cute. It's definitely like that like nude color, so I couldn't wear it alone. Here is what that color look like. So I'm having high hopes with the brown lip liner that can actually look good. Don't care for the packaging, looks kind of cheap, but besides that, let's just see how it applies. So this is the color. It's very, very white on me, but we're going to make it work. All right, and on top of that, I'm going to take the E.L.F. Lip Lacquer in the color called Moody. And just swatch it so you guys can see what it looks like. It's a really pretty color. Almost like a terracotta color right here. So let's apply a little bit. Just gonna take the E.L.F. Hydrate and Coconut mist one more time and just spin my face. Alright you guys, this is pretty much the completed look right here. Just a quick recap on everything from top to bottom. I do like the E.L.F. Hydrating Primer Serum. I cannot wait to use it again in another video. It felt so hydrating. Because you guys, I like that watery type consistency. And it almost felt kind of tacky once it like set on my face. So I do want to see how that helps in terms of prolonging the foundation. But I definitely did enjoy that face primer. I also liked the Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. It felt really lightweight. I told you guys it almost mattified the makeup just a little bit, but it wasn't too extreme in terms of being like super duper matte. So just kind of like dimmed down that shine just a little bit, but nothing that was too crazy to where I didn't like it. So I actually enjoyed this powder. Again, it was super lightweight, easy to like work with, and it didn't change the color of my foundation. So keep that in mind. So I did enjoy this powder. In terms of the bronzer, I'm gonna have to pass on the bronzer only because the color didn't show up against my skin tone, so I couldn't really say how it performed. Like, I really can't tell you how it performed because I honestly couldn't see anything, to be honest. And the thing is, online it looked super duper dark online, so once I got it, once I received it, I was like, this is not what I saw online. So that's the only thing about buying bronzers online, is the color is never what it seems to be, because of course the camera, the lighting, them editing and kind of like changing how it looks, it definitely looked deeper than this, and this is definitely orange. So I honestly can't really tell you anything because I could not see it on my skin. So just from a color perspective, I'm going to have to pass on it. But if you're lighter than me, just keep in mind that it's going to be more of like that warm tone bronzer. So keep that in mind. I really liked this blush, you guys. It was so pretty. It's super pigmented. And I showed you guys how I kind of like sheared it out so it wasn't too like intense on my face. It wasn't the correct color for this particular eye look, but I still think it's a really gorgeous blush. I cannot wait to put this blush again in like a different like makeup tutorial, I guess you can say that. But I would definitely say if you're not afraid of this kind of like bright color, definitely check it out because it's just different from the traditional like mauves and pinks and just whatever that's out there. Is just so different. So definitely give it a try if you're like my complexion, maybe a little bit deeper. Just have to like again blend it out so it's not too intense. But I think it's so pretty. Like this is so different, so I did enjoy this. In terms of the actual highlight and powder, I'm gonna have to say from a color perspective, it's not my kind of color. I don't really do champagne colors for my highlighters. However, once I used my Japanese like dual fiber brush to kind of like blend it out, it blended out really nicely because before it was like a stark like white line on my face, and it actually blended out really nicely. So I would have to say from a color perspective, I would have to pass on it. But from a formula perspective, it's not a bad formula at all. It's just not my preference for a color. If the color is maybe more like on the gold bronzy side, more so gold, I would probably like it more compared to like the champagne color. But again, it did blend out nicely and it's not that like hard stark white stuff on my face. So the fact that it actually blended out really nicely is what kind of made me feel like, you know what, if you like this kind of color, get your hands on it. But for me, it's just not my color preference for my skin complexion. So I would have to pass on the actual color, but the formula is not bad at all. And then I want to say, you guys already know, love the bite size shadow. That's pretty much nothing new by now. And the actual lipstick, I don't mind the formula of the lipstick. The color is more white or like a pinkish whitish color. It was more white than nude in terms of like when I first seen it in store. Of course, like swatching it, it's definitely like that like pinky white kind of color, which I don't like. However, you can always manipulate lip colors to make it more wearable for your skin complexion. If you want like a true nude, even though it looks like a true nude, it's not going to be that kind of color for my skin complexion. If you're my skin complexion and deeper, I probably wouldn't get it because it's not a actual true nude. Just looking at it, it's like that pinkish whitish kind of color, which is not really my preference. So besides that, I think that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun with some new products. I did find some new hidden gems, i.e. the blush, the primer serum, and of course, you guys already know the bite size eyeshadow. Definitely would say these are like my top 3 favorite products. In terms of something that's okay, the finishing powder is definitely something I can use and see myself using, but it's not like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's just a nice powder that I can see myself using. The bronzer is a no, the lipstick is a no, and I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys give it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.